again, guys, it's your boy P. I'm back with another one, guys. It's obviously all about what the president has said and everything else. Now, the receipts are beginning to come out. Now, everything's coming out. The Nigerians are acting like as if we need them, while the reality is they need us. South Africa has just bought Nigeria. But the issue is they can't just buy Nigeria because we're not going to buy Nigerian products. Only Nigerians are going to buy Nigerian products. So this is what is now happening in South Africa, and I want you guys to listen to me, guys. This article, this just came out.
This video is not about what you think it's about. I want to show you something, okay? But you have to promise me that you're not going to have a heart attack, okay? Once I show it to you. Recently, South African president made a large, loud announcement, public announcement that from, businesses will have visa-free business access, I suppose. And we want to see Nigerian products on the shelf. Go watch how this gentleman, the South African president, is talking in that video. And there's just something that's just not convincing to me. I'm like, well, he sounds like he's talking, but he really doesn't want to talk. He sounds like he doesn't believe what he's saying. Like, why is he talking so like that? Let me show you something. Billionaire, Cheyenne, Jonathan Oppenheimer takes over Nigeria's leading can manufacturing company. Jonathan, the son of South African billionaire Oppenheimer, has taken full control of Nigeria's largest beverage can maker, expressing confidence in the revival of Africa's largest economy.
Before she continues, Nigerians, who now needs white people to save them? Worst, who now needs white South African to save them? You come and you insult us about the 5%. Orania, this and this. Now, the same white people that you accuse South Africa of needing in order to survive, in order to make it in life, who is now saving you guys? Bonda, guys, can you see? You see what I'm talking about? The giant of what? The giant of who? Who's now needing who? Who's being saved? Who is being saved? Who's being saved? By what race? Guys, listen. The truth always comes out in the end. The receipts are there. In bed.
So as we speak, South Africans and Nigerians are arguing. They're fighting. South Africans upset. Whole time, South African president is working with this guy. That even though they are Nigerian products, Nigerians don't own it. What's this large company we're talking about? Okay, it's called GZ Industries. Is Nigeria's largest beverage can manufacturer. The owner is now South African business Jonathan Oppenheimer, son of Nicky Oppenheimer, the second richest man in Africa. The annual output of this industry is 3 billion alumni cans, with 1.8 billion made in Nigeria. Okay. Jonathan Oppenheimer, son of South African billionaire Nicky Oppenheimer, has acquired full control of Nigeria's biggest beverage can maker, betting on a revival in Africa's largest economy. Oppenheimer Partners Ltd bought the shares it didn't own in GZ Industries. Do you guys see where I'm going with this?
Do you guys see where we are going with this? Guys, you know what, man? Sometimes in life, you must humble yourselves. You mustn't think you are the best, you are the greatest. You mustn't think that you are more educated than other people. I told you guys that I'm not just, this YouTube channel is not just here like they claim to make noise. I do my research. I bring real evidence, we speak sense. That's the reason why it's bothered. Because if I was just an empty can like this, they are making noisy and bloody. They were not going to be coming here and fighting. They're not going to be constantly coming here and checking the videos to make sure, what is he saying today? What is he saying right now?
So what are we doing in the meantime, right? Nigerians are out here talking about South Africa's begging for Nigerian investors. South Africans are like, our president is insane. Why would he do this? Don't get this and this and this and that. None of these two groups of people are talking about Oppenheimers. That's the Nigerian president and that's the South African president. This stuff is real. It needs us to wake up when we are talking and we are communicating. We need to separate ourselves from certain politicians just because they're black. You're assuming that they're going to do what you think they're going to do. Okay?
Guys, I've said it and I keep saying it in this channel. Nigeria is a useless nation because they have no sense. They can call us stupid all we want, but at least we have sense. We understand that a government cannot revive a country. That's the reason why the democracy of South Africa works. The democracy of South Africa works in a way that it allows every single citizen to have a voice. In Nigeria, they do not have voices. That's the reason why their children are being imprisoned now. That's the reason why they cannot account for millions of their people. They just don't care for them. Nigerians are suffering. They need help. And they don't just need help with food, with fuel, with development of the economy. They need help with mental sense. Because there's none. Because people with sense would have realized that, man, these people don't want us in their home. Why are we forcing? When you want to be in somebody's house because you know that you will eat, you know that you will be treated better than your own home, you beg. You do not insult, you do not spit on their faces, you do not mock them, you do not laugh at them. Guys, for how long are we going to allow our leaders to use us as pawns against each other? Even Nigerians, they need to wake up now and realize this is becoming disrespectful to them. This is becoming embarrassing for them. For their leader to treat them like they are third-class, fourth-class citizens, like they mean nothing. That money that Tinubu is going to get from the Oppenheimers is not going to develop the country. Why are Nigerians not asking, what is this deal about? How is this deal have come to play? How are we benefiting from this deal? What are the Oppenheimers? Yes, Nigerians might get jobs. But what if they treat Nigerians just the same way they treat Zimbabweans and South Africans? Where they don't even want to pay them. You know the DA has been fighting for no minimum wage. I've got the video. Go check. Guys, my channel is extremely educational if you listen and follow. But the problem is, these people don't want to be educated. They are so desperate to get out of their financial situation and the situation that they are facing in their countries that they will do anything. You never see this in South Africa. You never see this nonsense as South African. Yes, I'm not saying South Africans are perfect. It happens. But to this large scale, it doesn't. And most of these crimes are done by foreigners. In South Africa, unregistered, illegally, fraudulently registered. And when these guys, let's respect the people who are fighting for their country the way we failed our countries. You guys keep telling me to go back to Angola. The comments are there telling me to go back and fight for my country the way I'm fighting. Listen, I'm one person, I can't. The Angolans have given up the same way Nigerians have given up, the same way the Congolese have given up, the same way the Zimbabweans have given up. I didn't come here like some of you are saying you came here to study, why didn't you go back? There was nothing to go back to by the time I was old enough. So now we are trying to destroy a country that has actually given us purpose and a second chance. We can't go to Morocco, we can't go to Egypt. Those countries are in Africa, but they don't consider themselves as Africans. South Africa at least considers itself as Africa and Africans, and it welcomes us, but all they are asking is for us to do right by them. Stop analyzing our children. Stop taking so much from us that we don't have anything left for ourselves. You tell me how that does not make any sense. How am I a bad kisser? How am I a traitor? How am I talking nonsense when I'm just relaying the message of the people that are opening up their country to us? A country that we claim that we do not want to get into. A country that we claim is a HIV republic. A country that we claim that they are xenophobic. A country that we call their men useless, deadbeats. A country that we call their women desperate. loose. Make it make sense. How do you insult me to such an extent, yet come into my home, sit on my table, and feast with me? These are political games used to divide us. You want Africa to unite? Nigeria, fight your people. Fight your government. Because once you start fighting your government and they start unaliving you guys in the streets, the same way they do to the South Africans, because you guys claimed that you came to support South Africa. You guys, Zimbabweans, Nigerians, you keep claiming that you did this for South Africa, you did that for South Africa. But is this not the president of Zimbabwe himself with his own words saying that he will not stand for South Africa? Is it not?
What about your relations with South Africa? Are you going to provide shelter to... What about your relations with South Africa? Are you going to provide shelter to armed guerrillas who want to fight against the South African government's policies?
Our view is that South Africa should avoid interfering in our affairs, and we should avoid interfering in South African affairs. But it is not our duty to take up arms against South Africa. It's the right and obligation of the people of South Africa to correct their own grievances their own way. We can only assist by giving them political and diplomatic support. The struggle in South Africa is a national struggle for South Africans, and not one we should regard as Zimbabweans as our own concern.
You will not support an armed struggle in South Africa?
No, we will not.
So guys, is that not the Zimbabwean president saying that they will not give South Africa any military support, any form of support? Like, in the end of the day, when people are claiming we did this, we did this, we did that, do they actually know the history properly? Do they actually know what they're saying? What they're claiming? Do they know? Or they are just blabbing? You see, and this is the issue with a lot of these things here. People think like we are just talking out of nonsense, out of not knowing. If you guys ever travel to Nigeria, let me continue. I want to play a part of this video. I want to play a part of this video.
They get there, then they get found out much later. So now what's the president saying when he says that Nigerians can now come, we're going to extend the number of visits, and they won't need to present a passport in their own countries or whatever? They're going to loosen or relax the requirements of getting into South Africa. But you guys traveled to Nigeria. How was the visa process when you guys needed to go to Nigeria?
Expensive.
Yeah, was it extensive?
Yeah. It was late, Tibla.
Fuck out of here,
Yeah,
man.
I can't remember. It was long ago, but yeah.
So why must it be easier for... And we don't even cause problems that side. I mean, Wandi and them are out there giving bombs. Listen to that. How many Nigerian women do you know who are in South Africa giving bombs? Name me one. Chidima didn't even marry a South African when she was here. Chidima didn't even marry a South African when she was here. We do so much, man. They come here and they get bombs and like, nah, bro. Like, Nigerians have proven the world over. And even a lot of Nigerians will agree that many Nigerians give them a bad name and we've got a lot of rotten apples. Yeah, bro. So the president is out of touch.
The president is out of touch, man. You see, the problem is what Nigerians are not realizing is that the people who are representing you outside, for those of you who are not traveling, are not representing you well. And there's a lot of Nigerians who are speaking the truth, but they're being silenced. And out of fear of their businesses and being within their brotherhoods, they just rather just be quiet. If I'm speaking, it's not because I lack fear or I don't care or I want division. I'm speaking because I have to protect the future of my children against the enemy. And if Nigerians are claiming that they are not the enemy, then show it. Change your ways. Stop using fraudulent means to enter into people's countries. Stop selling your own children. Stop. Fight your own government. Show the world that you want change within your own space, not change in other people's spaces. I don't know how many more receipts, how many more videos that needs to be made for Nigerians to realize that yes, you really are disliked by many, many. And the only way that is going to change is for you guys to fight for your own country and become the giants that you so badly want to be in your own country. Until then, you're just a bunch of rats, traitors, liars, thieves, scammers, fraudsters that are destroying everybody's countries. And nobody wants you guys in their nation. And this message is going to be loud and clear. Be happy. Celebrate that you get to come into SA. But just know that life is not going to be peaceful. That much I can assure you. You will learn that those lazy South Africans that you call, you will learn what a Zulu man really is. You will learn what a Venda man really is. You will learn what Xhosa women do in marriages, in their households, when you mistreat them. You guys are going to start running back to your countries without anybody asking you to leave. You will learn. Come. We are waiting.